And a good morning to you. And for many people, they will consider it a good morning because Highway 70 opened at southbound direction only, reopening at 7 o'clock this morning. This is more than a month after it was closed due to the fire at the Marysville Hotel, which we are just passing. The reason it reopened is these barriers you see on the left-hand side. They're the same kinds of things that they use to keep rocks off the highway when there's a rock slide. Those were installed Tuesday and completed yesterday, and it's enabled the highway to reopen in the southbound direction only through Marysville. There are a few things to watch out for, and those have to do with lights. As you'll notice, you sail through 5th Street going southbound, but you do have to stop at 4th Street and pay attention to the light. You'll also need to pay attention to the fact that coming up on 3rd Street, it is still a 4-way stop. You can make a left turn going southbound and go east on 3rd Street. You can also go west on 3rd Street, or you can continue on after stopping and letting traffic clear and then go on to the E Street Bridge southbound to Sacramento or wherever else you may need to go. 4th Street is now 2-way again, and it is clear all the way through D Street here, which is good because 4th Street is the hub, or will be one of the hubs, for the Peach Festival coming up. And you'll notice that people will be able to park on both sides of the street again, as it is 2-way, and that's good news for the businesses on 4th Street that have been dealing with the fact that on the south side of the street there hasn't been any parking. But as you continue on towards E Street, you'll notice that the light is working here as well, and you can go on through. You cannot make a right turn and go up the street. You have to make a left turn and go south, or you can go through onto the hospital. Eastbound 5th and E is a right turn only. You have to stop and wait for the through traffic that does not stop on southbound E Street to clear so you can safely get going. The Peach Festival is still taking place here on D Street in Marysville. And there's no parking in D Street in Marysville from Thursday beginning at 9 p.m. until Sunday at 11 a.m. There is new parking on the north side of 3rd Street between D and C and B, so take advantage of that. In Marysville, Ted Langell, Yuba-Sutter.live. And that's exactly what we did. We popped on into Edible Memories Bakery here, and we got ourselves a burrito, which was very tasty, but it also was rather drippy. So make sure that you have napkins and do something like that. Now, the other thing is, speaking of the Peach Festival, here is a peach. Not sure what this is, but it's got peaches in it. And I understand that Denise is going to be making some peach hand pies that will be really good. And you can get yourself an espresso or a coffee americano or a macchiato with caramel in it. That's what this is, made by someone who's been behind a espresso machine since 1994. That's what, 30 years of cafe and espresso kind of stuff. So there are some things that you can do. And the noises that you hear behind me are the sounds of the Marysville City, this is Marysville Public Works, doing the groundskeeping on the park that has the Christmas tree in it here at 3rd and D. That's going to be the location for some of the activities that are happening in conjunction with the Peach Festival. So Public Works has been very, very busy this last month dealing with stuff relating to the fire and traffic patterns and all the other stuff that they have to do. And as you'll notice, looking down the street just a little bit, 3rd Street here continues to be 2 lanes going eastbound from 3rd Street, or from E Street, I should say, but it's smooth sailing. And we understand from Megan Reese at Caltrans that the, let me flip this around here, that the truck detour for northbound will remain in place but they apparently have removed the southbound truck restriction coming in on Highway 70 from the north. So we'll probably see more truck traffic coming in from the north, although we do seem to see a good bit of truck traffic coming in from the south, and they are being funneled over here on 3rd Street. In fact, here comes one now. There's a tanker truck about to happen here. There he is, right there. So those are some of the things that are going on, and you may wonder why they use the rock slide screens, something like that. Well, what they're trying to do is keep anything that falls off the hotel from getting over into the southbound lanes, hurting somebody, damaging a car, creating a problem. So that's why they're doing that, and that's how southbound Highway 70 on E Street was able to open at about 7 o'clock this morning and make it possible for a lot of things to happen, including the Peach Festival, because 4th Street isn't needed now as a westbound direction to get from B Street to E Street and for people to go south. So, live here on 3rd Street in downtown Marysville, where there's a lot of fun stuff going on, and parking, I should say. Did I say parking? There is now parking in front of the businesses on the north side. That would include, in this instance, Edible Memories Bakery, Toodles Custom Butcher Shop, the China Moon, which is reopened after Gary and his staff took a month's vacation and went traveling different places, and also the Barber Shop and Cisco's Taqueria. Let's actually give you a picture of something worth looking at. I hope I'm worth looking at. Anyway, so those are some of the things going on today. Just as you travel through Marysville, do please pay attention to the stoplights, because they are back in business again on E Street, and some of them are being hooded. In fact, it looks as though they're doing some work down on 3rd Street. Got a guy on a boom down there. Let's see if we can take a picture of that. You can see him a little bit. This is known as What's Happening in Marysville While It's Happening. So you will see flashing red lights at 3rd Street because they are still doing a 4-way stop, but it is 2 lanes eastbound on 3rd Street from E Street. So that's what's happening. Live in Marysville on 3rd Street, I'm Ted Langdell, Yuba-Sutter.live, and this has been a special presentation of Yuba-Sutter.live.